Hey guys, let's dive into this 42x14 flat series PBC6 setup I just completed for Mike Stringer with the band Spirit Box. Let's dive in. This is a fun board, as we talked about before doing the build, where he wanted this up front at the front of the stage, but he wanted his fractal back in the rack. So what we had to do is we had to kind of customize a junction box with Goodwood audio. So they have their Longline series, which is like an SGI, converts 1/4 inch to XLR, then down XLR up to 300 feet, back into the 1/4 inch, so on. So this, we put 2 of those in here, so it's send and return. So it's gonna hit the wireless, gonna hit the first SGI box right here. This one will live in the rack, which is really cool. So this will live in the rack, and then they'll actually connect everything. So what's cool about that box is that it stays in the rack, and then you can go ahead and run your XLR snake with PowerCon, whatever you want to do, power separate, and run it all down here. He can go into everything and then send it back to the rack to hit the fractal for his amp and cab sounds. The EV1 is also going down XLR to hit, so he can do like pitch shift or whammy. He does have these ricochets on here, so I think this is going to be more like wah or whammy or something that he wants to do, which is super handy, and it's right here. But the main reason for this board is he wanted it on the front of the stage so he could at any time step on stuff. So it's more like to add cool intricate sounds. So he has all these different pedals that are sitting on here that he can actually step on if he wants. Like the ricochets, everything will stay on, but he can program presets to toggle everything. So like if we did stuff, we could actually change. As you can see, it's changing the sounds around, as well as loop order. So, or whatever he wants to do. So if he's feeling like it, or if he has a certain preset he wants to add a ricochet that go down, he could easily just have a preset and pop it up. So this will be, and it's labeled Ricochet 1. So we have it. Or he could go to the pitch. Or standard. So super handy. And anytime he can even build presets, which I have a video on preset songs and set lists. Really handy when it comes down to songs, or if he wants to combine just sounds that he has without going too deep into his songs. He can go as much as he wants. You got 4 MIDI devices, and you got all these guys that really make things wacky. We have the junction box, so it's going to come in, and it's going to hit the PBC6X. And this is where also we're going to do tuning. So if we hold down this function switch on the main page, it will take us to a tuner if he wants to tune on the fly. I'm sure he has a tech that will do this, but at any time if he wants to tune, he can do that. This also, the box is cool because not only does it have XLRs, as we saw, and on this one it only has all XLRs, but on that box it has 1/4 inches on top as well. So what that means is Mike can take this home and take it in the studio. He doesn't have to worry about having this box with him. Doesn't have to worry about having the fractal or anything. He can just set this down in his studio. He can plug his guitar input and output, which we are doing in this video. We are doing 1/4 inch in and out. So this same setup he could do at home if he wants. He could run direct out if he wants to, but gave him the 1/4 inch option, so it wasn't like he had to unplug or redo anything. So it makes things a lot easier in the long run. So in the PBC, we're going mono back to the Goodwood Longline box. And then we have everything mono in the loops. He's only running the 1 fractal in mono, so it only made sense. One thing I do want to mention is that the amp cab sim that you are hearing today is actually going to be the Pliny Suite from Neural DSP. I'm using their plugin. Everything's pretty much stock set. Haven't changed any of the settings. And it sounds fantastic. So that's what we'll be hearing today. So we have all the loops and all the pedals set up, ran into the PBC6, and everything is controlled. So as you can see, we got those ricochets away we showed earlier. We got the down one. Obviously we got his overdrive, the sun pedal right here, so we could turn it on. From there, he also has the H90. You can change it on and off. So as we got the Rain Machine, which is right here. Which is Does a whole thing in itself, which is fun. And we got the hologram. And you can see it even MIDI CC'd it on and off, so he can know when that pedal is engaged. I'm not sure how he's going to utilize that one. That one is at the end of his signal chain. And we're going to hit this function switch one time. And it take us to, it's a dual page. It does MIDI and it does on and off. So like this one will be the on and off for the DL4. So the green light comes on. The LED goes off, that means the pedal's off. Same with the Big Sky. So from there, with having the control over the Big Sky and everything, this MIDI page is what's really helpful, is that I kind of coordinated by color. So white takes it to the H90, so he can bank up and down. So like this is, he only has so many sounds on this one, I think. Or there's not a limit if he wants to limit. But tap goes up, holding will go down. So if he missed a preset, he can scroll all the way down. Or if he's building a preset, he can do that. Same with the hologram. This, you can see it's going up, hold it, and it goes back down. Big Sky, same thing. Up, down, and DL4. Up, down. Everything is labeled. Everything does have a label, a MIDI channel. We are using a quadra through MIDI box to split MIDI outs from the PBC, so it hits all 4 devices simultaneously. There's no lag. There's no having to worry about MIDI throughs or anything. And we have 5-pin DIN on everything. Alright guys, so that's the rig. If you have any questions, please drop a comment, like, subscribe for more, follow us on Instagram, shoot us an email if you're looking to do a board build. If you have any certain questions about your board build, reach out. Have a good one, guys.